is everybody? It is Pro Senzu back here with another video. So I had an epic fail and I basically forgot to press damn record and I reacted to the whole damn episode. So I lost one reaction to the series. I apologize for that. So I'm just making a review of the episode one time anyway because I had a fail. Oof. I could have swore I pressed record. I don't know how I had that brain lag that I didn't press record. It's such an oof. I'm kind of pissed at myself for that. But this is a review of the episode regardless, to give you guys a little something because you guys know me. This is a cool episode. I know for a fact Kikyo's not dead. I know for a fact. You can't tell me she's dead. No way would they kill her off. I mean, they did give her a heartbreaking scene, but I'm just saying, for her to not speak to Inuyasha before her death? No. I don't think it's gonna happen. She's gonna have some final words. Even if she's dead, it's either she's gonna be revived again, or she's not gonna be revived, but she's probably going to talk to Inuyasha, maybe even from the afterlife or not.
You got bad credit, Robin. You all testicles and no shaft.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to your shaft?
There's
Robin?
powerful niggardry at work here.
But one way or another, she's gonna get her final conversation with Inuyasha, because they can't just leave us with no final interaction between the both of them. I know for a fact she's not dead in the sense of she's never coming back, even if she is per se dead. But I don't even think she is dead per se. It is kind of messed up. This little jit here is over there taking advantage of Inuyasha and whatnot. The next thing pretty messed up is that I know Kagura's gonna die. I was kind of really mad at Kagura this episode because I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, she's resorting to these low means again. But I get it. She's fighting for her freedom and for her life, and she needs to be alive in order to go for her freedom. And if she doesn't follow what Naraku says or his orders, then she's gonna die. It's messed up because like the only one who's actually loyal to Naraku is Kana, and I saw Moroku, my man, this episode say the word Kana. And it's also interesting because this little kid clearly has the voice actor of a female. I can hear it in the voice, but this one little minor complaint, I feel like the voice actor has a little bit of cold on her chest.
Don't you feel bitter towards Inuyasha? Don't you hate Kikyo? It's okay to feel hatred. You are not wrong to hate them. Fill your heart with bitterness once more.
It sounds like she's trying a little bit too hard to sound like a boy. The next was when they were putting the jewel shard in Kagome's forehead. In my head, I was kind of like, this to me not making so much sense, because the reason why it didn't go through is primarily because she was saying within her defense that all humans feel this emotion. You can't blame me for feeling this emotion. It's not evil because it's understandable. And that to me was kind of like, what? You guys could tell me different things in the comment section down below. You guys could always discuss with me or tell me your opinion on it and critique my critique, as I like to put it. I'm always open to discussions. I always say this again, you know, but I feel like if I don't critique and I don't try to catch negatives, I'm basically trying to dick ride with
Testicles and no shaft.
whatever it is that I'm watching, and that's the last thing I want to happen. I want to be honest with you guys. So if I think something's a negative, I'll say it. But you could tell me whether you disagree or not and why so. And you could even change my opinion depending on what your opinion is and all the facts that you present me. Always keep that in mind. Worst case scenario, we could just agree to disagree. That's the worst that can happen. I'm never gonna make fun of you for any difference in opinion. Always keep that in mind.
Help me! Oh my god!
Back to the main point. I found that was a bit of a, not a plot hole exactly, but just kind of like, I don't know if I really agree with that, you know, because it's like, just because something is understandable or all humans feel it, I feel like does not necessarily mean that it's not evil.
Evil.
I feel like jealousy, envy, whatever you want to call it, is evil. Like, it doesn't matter if it's understandable. Even though all humans feel it, I feel like no human is quite exactly pure in the way that what pure really is. So technically, knowing the emotions that Kagome was going through, I feel like the jewel shard, at least according to the logic that was presented, maybe there's something else in the future. Maybe in the future they'll get to some reasoning as to why the jewel shard didn't work on Kagome. Maybe there's some other reason, like maybe she's protected by whatever, the spirit of Kikyo, whatever it may be, right? Maybe there's some other explanation that they haven't got to. But with the current explanation that they gave about basically summing it up to be, you can't blame me for these emotions that I'm feeling. This is why it's not evil. Kind of a flawed writing thing at that point. I feel like it should have honestly worked on Kagome at that specific time. Or at least it shouldn't have worked, but for a different reason. That maybe would have been the best scenario, I feel. So that was one complaint that I had about the episode. Actually two, because of the whole, again, the voice actor. But the voice actor really isn't a big point. It really isn't. It's not that big of a deal at all. Moroku and Sango didn't kill one person. person. It just goes to show you that, yeah, they may be, in my opinion, like mid-tier in terms of the power scaling, although power scaling doesn't exist in this show. But what I will say is they may be mid-tier going by logicality. They're still far above your average everyday humans. I would actually say Sango's stronger than Moroku, unless Moroku's using his wind tunnel. He would mess her up without the wind tunnel, and he's limited to his wind tunnel and how many times he can use it. He can't just spam it because he'll kill himself. Probably, I'm sure that's what inspired them in Gekko Sharingan for Kakashi. And then they just expanded on that with Kakashi's character. With Sango, I'm sure she would actually put the work in on Moroku. He's gonna have a wife that could whip his posterior, so you know he can't be cheating a lot if that ever happens. I didn't see Yashahime, but like when I do, I'm wondering if Moroku and don't spoil me, please don't spoil me. I'm wondering if they're gonna have a girl, because that's gonna be an interesting reaction between Moroku and his daughters if he has daughters. I wonder what a 40-year-old Moroku is gonna look like if he's still gonna be womanizer. This still was a very cool episode. There was one scene that I found very weird. Bruh. There was a scene where this little baby, this little Stewie Griffin, at one point, like the physics in the show was smoking. It was smoking some weed.
Fuck you! It's not illegal, bitch!
Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. This baby, look at the physics.
For me.
It's like I'm walking on sunshine!
Bro, physics! I was making jokes the whole reaction. I was like, imagine Kagome isn't so pure and she like just drops the baby like, you demon!
Take the baby.
Take the baby.
You know, in all reality, that if they actually happened, I'd feel like shit. I was making these jokes, and then she actually dropped the baby. And not because she purposely did it, but she actually dropped the evil Stewie Griffin, right? And Stewie Griffin out here, I thought his head was gonna hit the floor like Stewie Griffin, and he was gonna come out the football head. Right now, he's like 80% Stewie Griffin. The 20% is the football head. Drop him, and that's gonna be the full transformation into Stewie Griffin mode. There's this other scene where this kid is telling Kagura to shut up. It was definitely fun, just because of like us seeing this evil baby. It was like, damn, you have some serious parental issues. Came out the womb a messed up child. Ooh, you must have been bullied as a sperm cell for you to come out like that. Those sperm cells did not want to share their toys with you at all. Their Legos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the small little afterthoughts. I won't even call it a review because it wasn't like a prolific review or anything. There wasn't anything really like complex in this episode or like symbolism per se. That's why, you know, I'm not really analyzing that. Overall, this still was like I'd say give it like an 8.5 out of 10 episode. It was still pretty cool. I only had those two minor complaints, but one of those complaints, I'm not even really sure if it's really a complaint because there may be some other explanation down the road that I'm not aware of. But just from the information we were provided, I do have a disagreement. But if you have a disagreement with my disagreement, you can let me know down in the comment section down below. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Leave a comment if you want, subscribe if you're new to the channel, hit that bell notification so you stay updated with all the content, and I will see you guys on the next time, the next reaction, or review, or whatever. Take it easy guys and stay awesome, and peace out.